Good morning everybody. Right, today it's a cold one, so we're all wrapped up. I just thought I'd show you some of the bits of different timbers I use. So on the boats we tend to use a lot of oak, American white oak, because it's strong, it's durable, and you do want a bit of weight in the boat to push it down. And oak, everybody knows it's heavy. But we also sometimes use tulip wood or poplar wood. Now, it's not made out of tulips, so it's made out of the poplar tree. It's related to the weeping willows. But I'll show you a piece. I'll just grab one. So I've just been planing this up. Now this is tulip wood. See there? Looks pretty bland, but sometimes you get green flecks in it, and also blacks and purple. It can look really nice. But the reason we're using this today, excuse me, is because we're making us doors in the galley out of it. What it is, they're wanting it painting. It's an indigo colour they're wanting. Now you can paint on oak if you like, but don't really take paint too well. This takes paint really well. It's very light in weight, which is it's not ideal for a narrowboat because you want the weight, but it's stable. It takes paint well. It looks good. It's nice and easy to plane up. We're going to be using this in the camper van, purely because he's going to have his doors, all his kitchen cupboards and what have you. They're going to be a recessed panel, but he wants them painting. It's a pistachio, so it's a palish green. So this is nice and light in weight. Some say, well, you could just use plywood or MDF. We try and stay away from MDF. We don't use MDF on the boats. This is why we're painting this. And we don't want to use MDF in the van because it's just too heavy. I keep saying we've got a 3.5 ton weight limit. So that's why we're using this. It's not the cheapest. It's probably about half price of oak, but as far as timber goes, it's still quite heavy. Now you're looking at this thinking, well, it looks like a piece of pine. Well, pine tends to warp and twist, especially with variation in weight. Whereas, like I've said, this is quite stable. Once you've planed it up to its thickness that you want, it doesn't tend to expand and contract much, whereas pine will. And then also you've got issues with pine where it bleeds out the resins. You've all seen it, the knots that's all sticky. It smells beautiful, but when you've done a painted finish, you don't want this any knots bleeding out. So yeah, this is what we're using. Tulip wood. It is really nice. It almost looks like a maple type wood, doesn't it? It's quite bright. You get some nice little features, nice little knots. We've also done with this, we once did a ceiling. We made his own tongue and groove ceilings, and the customer wanted it painted white. But when he saw the finished article, he just said, that wood is absolutely gorgeous. He'd seen some with the dark green flecks and the purples, and he just says, oh, can you just put me a clear varnish on it? So we lacquered it up nice and clear, and it looks absolutely amazing. Wood is an amazing product. It's the best construction product you can get. I know we've got as steel, we've got as brick, but if you get a building and you make it out of wood, it'll outlast you if you look after it. There's structures in Japan that are thousands of years old, and they're constructed totally of wood. They've got their own joints. There's not even any nails in the wood. No screws, it's all dowels and what have you. So wood is a brilliant product. Tulip wood, it's a semi-hardwood. So some people will say, stay away from it. Well, we've used it for years. I bet we've used it for about 25, 30 years. Never had a single issue with it, and I don't think we ever will. So once I've made these doors, I'll do another little video. I'll show them all painted up. I'm looking forward to doing the ones on the van. They're going to be really nice, so I'll show you them as well. But like I said, that's why we're using it in the van, because even though it's dearer than pine and MDF and your plywoods, it is the ideal product for what we want. Okay, so if you've not subscribed, it'd be nice for you to subscribe. Don't cost you out, as a true Yorkshireman would say. Give us a like, or just give us a comment. It would be nice to have a little comment from you, so we can have a little bit of a feedback. I keep saying that I want this feedback. We're getting a little bit, but we'd like some suggestions, because we're always happy. Like I said, we're happy to learn. We're happy to put different ideas into what we do. So look forward to hearing from you. Okay, bye bye.